Hey guys, it's me, Elle, and today, we are showing 10 tips and tricks for beginners in Bloxburg. And also, I don't want you guys to forget to turn on the notifications, comment, like, and subscribe. Now, let's get into the first tip. Okay, so our first tip is actually about a more cost-effective way to build your house. And what I do in my houses is I go like one room at a time or one thing at a time. So maybe if your house, for example, has 3 levels, maybe you can do the walls from one level first and then go to work and then do some for the next level and then go to work and then do some for the last level and go to work. And this is what I do for all my houses, and this is how I get all my houses done, like fast. Like usually in one sitting I would do one room, then work for like a couple, maybe, I don't know, then work, and then do another room, then work, and then it'll be like really, and then it'll all come together, and before I know it, one whole level is done. So I really suggest this way if you want to be more cost effective with your money. And if you don't have a lot of money, I really suggest this. And I also think that you should like take your time, because I know a lot of people who rush and then their bills come out looking, I would say, not as good. And I really want everyone's bills to look good, so like they can feel good about their hard work. And our next thing here is actually about working. And I was talking about how when you're working, you should always like have like a time, not necessarily a limit, but like, oh, I'm gonna work for 30 minutes, and then you'll be like, okay, 30 minutes, that's great, and I'll just be good for 30 minutes, and I'll be like, okay, let's see how much money I make in 30 minutes, so I could maybe do that like every day and like make a lot of money. And this actually builds up your levels in whatever job you have. And the job I do is Pizza Planet, which is the highest paying job. It's actually been proven. But I do Pizza Planet because it's actually like, I don't know why people complain so much. I really like doing Pizza Planet as a job. So I definitely recommend like just like doing little chunks of time. Like for example, if you wanted to do an hour or something, you can put on a movie and just watch the movie while you're working. And here we go right into my next tip, which is to always wait. The next thing we are going to be talking about is how important game passes are. Game passes are really important because like they actually really help you in the game. If you like test it out or something, you'll actually like figure out like how helpful they are. Like ever since I got these game passes that I use, I realized how helpful they are in how much I play this game. I know some of them are like really expensive, which is like ridiculous. I don't think they should cost Robux at all, but they actually really help in the game. So I definitely suggest on buying the game passes, and it's really not a waste of Robux or money because you're actually like, you're really getting your money's worth. And your Robux worth, I should say. But you really actually should like get into buying the game passes and stuff because they really help a lot. Like I mean a lot when you're playing Bloxburg. And that explains the next thing that we're talking about, which is the game passes you should buy. You're probably like, "Oh, what game passes are you talking about?" Like in particular, there are certain game passes that are really good for certain things that a certain person might do. So one of my the first one I was thinking of is Premium. Premium is okay, but like if you play the game every day, it will really help because it actually gives you more money when you log in every day. And the next one is Marvelous Mood, which actually helps when you're doing anything else in the game, like working. It makes you work faster on the mopeds it makes yours work fast in general, and you can walk like way faster. And then multiple floor, it's pretty obvious if you want to make advanced builds that's going up levels and doing this and that. And also large pot is the same thing with advanced building and stuff. Same thing with basements and transform plus. I actually do a video on transform plus on how it works for me. And advanced placing is very, very good. Like if you want to put 2 counters next to each other, that'll help. And then excellent employee gets you more money on whatever job you're doing, which is the best in my opinion, and I use it a lot and I really like it. Which leads us to our next one, which is about our next thing is about how important it is to add detail to your builds. The build that we're in right now currently is not one of my most detailed builds, but detail really helps. And a couple reasons why is because if you want your builds to look realistic and very nice and detailed, and like when somebody walks into your build, they'll say wow, and that's a good thing. And our next thing is about how important it is to have your moods nice and up before you work, which also leads to the thing I said last, which was about the Marvelous Mood Game Pass, which actually helps you get your moods up for anything you want. Not really. It works like if I have my moods up for one thing, then it will actually like stay and stick for like longer, which is a good thing because I don't want your moods going down before you even start working really. And here I'm about to do a test on how it is when your moods are down when you're working. Like when your moods are down and you're working kind of slower and it's not as efficient. So we're about to see how long it took me to deliver this pizza, which took me about 50 seconds. Let's see how it is for when I boost my mood. And for example, in the game, if you get your moods up, it will stay up for a good amount of time. But if you don't have the Marvelous Moods Pass, then it won't stay up for a long duration of the time. And now we're about to boost my mood and see how it says marvelous. That only happens when you have the Marvelous Moods Pass. And it actually, maybe we'll do a test on how long it keeps my moods up. So you can already tell that I'm on the bike faster. Like if you're playing personally when your mood's all the way boosted, then it's really good because you get to actually feel how much faster the bike is going, like the moped. I'm not gonna count this one I just delivered because that one is way closer than the one I delivered from when I didn't have my moods up. But we're about to try to do a different one, and I would just like to get this clear that I did not speed up or slow down any of these clips to make it sound like I was right all the time, which I am not. But I'm just here resetting the time because I don't want the time to count as the same time when I delivered the other pizza. And I'm just trying to reset the time really quick. And okay, I'm trying to just reset the time. You have to go on the work thing first. Oh my gosh. Okay, here I am trying to get on the work bike, but like it's not working. Okay, let's see if this pizza will be the same amount in distance, so it could be like fair and square. So it could be fair and square for the what was I gonna say? For the time difference. We're trying to see if having your moods all the way up is better, which I think it is because you actually like literally go faster on the bike and you can actually tell the difference. Alright, here I am delivering the pizza, seeing how long it took. And it took me about 30 seconds. Isn't that amazing? Like, I know I was like, but yeah, once again, I really recommend this pass. Like, I'm so serious about it, like keeping your moods up for a long time. It really does keep it up for a long time, which I really like about it. So hopefully you guys get in this pass, and maybe I'll make a video about passes. And here we are to our next tip. Our next tip is actually about thinking of your own creations. For an example, is this counter thing I'm sitting at is actually some basic shapes with a half fence, and bye.
Intellectual murder people edition. Kakang fire full of gun like Remington. Fully charged up, he can kill a man. Ratty gang, fi me gang, pussy run up the table.